everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this adjustable satin bonnet with no elastic band. Okay, now this is a type of bonnet that doesn't fall off your head when you sleep at night. So I have this piece of fabric that I'm going to be making use of. This 25 inches by 25 inches. Okay, now the first step is to go ahead and fold this into two. After folding this into two, I'm also going to go ahead and fold it again. And this is what I have here, okay? So after folding this, the next step would be to take the radius of this. So for me, I'm going to be making use of 11 inches. So at this point here, I'm going to go ahead and measure 11 inches from this point all the way down. Now take note, I'm not starting my measurement from this point. I'm starting it from this midpoint, okay, that is not open. So I'm going to place my tape here from this edge, and then I'm going to measure 11 inches.
So now I'm going to go ahead and measure the 11 inches all the way around it like so to form a half circle.
I'm going to go ahead and connect this. Now after connecting this, I'm done. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. After cutting it out, this is what we have here. Alright, now the next step after this is to go ahead and cut out the fabric that I'm going to be using as the lining piece for this. Okay, so I've cut the lining piece as you can see, and this is what it looks like. Now it's not a must that you use a color that is similar or close to this. Remember, it's a reversible bonnet and can be worn either way, so you can decide to use a different color of fabric for this. Okay, you can still make use of the same satin fabric for the lining as the lining piece since it's reversible. Next step after doing this would be to go ahead and open this up, okay, and then place the lining piece or whichever fabric you're using as the second piece. Just go ahead and place it on top of it like so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold this into two. The next step is to come off at this point by 3.5 inches. Okay, I've gone ahead to mark that here, 3.5 inches. Then we're going to be coming in here by 3 inches. And this is it. So after getting this, you can just make a curve from this point to this point. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. Let me quickly open this up so we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so guys, this is actually what it looks like. Okay, the next step after this is to go ahead and make a stitch at this point using 1/2 inch from this point all the way to this point. Okay, now before you make that stitch, make sure that your fabrics right sides are facing each other. If you're making use of two different satin fabrics or an Ankara fabric and a satin fabric, make sure that you have them right sides facing each other before you make that stitch at this point. Okay, so I'm going to take this over now to my machine and make that stitch using 1/2 inch. So after stitching this down, like I said earlier, the next step is to go ahead and notch this so that by the time we turn this over to the right side, we're going to have this area laying flat. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to the right side. The next step is to go ahead and use our iron to press this down so we can have this place looking neat. Okay, so I am done pressing this down as you can see, and this is what it looks like. Okay, now the next step would be to take this over to the machine and then make a gather stitch from this end all the way to this point. Okay, this is basically what it looks like after I have made the gather stitch. All right, and I still have the threads sticking out, as you can see. Okay, the next step now is to go ahead and pull this. You're going to be pulling just one of the threads to make the gathers all round. Okay, now for this you're going to be pulling it to the circumference of the head. Okay, so for this I'm going to be making use of 21 inches. So I'm going to quickly measure this again to be sure that what I have is 21 inches. Okay. So I'm done making the gathers and we'll just quickly go ahead and tie this up to secure this. Now the next step will be to cut out the band that we're going to be attaching to this. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the band that I'm going to be attaching to the bonnet. Okay, and this is what it looks like. I've also gone ahead to press it as well, as you can see. Now for the length of this band, I made use of 80 inches, but it is not a standard. It's not a must use 80. You can use 70 inches, 75. If you want it longer, you can decide to use the 80 inches. Okay, but it's not a must that you must make use of 80 inches. All right. And also, while pressing it, I also went ahead to fold this in by ½ inch. Now for the edge of this, you can decide to leave yours like this, or you can decide to make any design of your choice at the edge of the band. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and make a little slant here, because that's how I want my band, the edge, to appear. All right. Now the next step after this is to get the midpoint for this band. Okay, remember that when we were cutting out the bonnet, we made use of a head circumference of 21 inches. So now for this band, I'm going to go ahead and find the midpoint for it. Okay, so for here, this is the midpoint. Let me quickly mark that out. After marking that, I'll go ahead and open it like so. I'm going to make use of my tape so I can get the 21 inches. Now, you know, we have divided this into two by marking this here. Okay, so we're going to get the midpoint for 21. It is 10.5 inch. Okay, that's if you're dividing 21 by 2, you are going to have 10.5 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out that 21 inches here, and then I'll also go ahead and do the same thing at this point. Now the reason I am doing this is so that by the time I want to close this up, I'm going to only make my stitch from this point all the way to this point. Okay, I'm not going to be making any stitch here. That's the reason why I have gone ahead to mark this out. Okay, but before I make that stitch, I'll go ahead and open this up like so, and then stitch this on both sides before making that stitch. All right, so let me quickly do that, guys, and then bring it back so we can move on to the next step. So guys, I've gone ahead to make the stitch on the band, as you can see, and this is what it looks like. Okay, now this is the opening that I allowed for the bonnet, so we can place it in and then make a stitch. And we still have our midpoint here. I made the stitch from this point all the way to this point, and from this point to this point. So I allowed this opening here for the bonnet. Okay, so let us quickly attach that. All right, now for the bonnet, the same thing we did for this, I'm guessing the midpoint is what we are going to do here. So we're just going to fold this into two and find the midpoint. Okay, What we are going to do is to take this, place it where we have the midpoint here. This is where we mark our midpoint for this. We're just going to place it in here like so, and then you can go ahead and secure it with a pin. Then for these other edges, you do the same thing. You're just going to place them in while using your pin to secure it. Now after placing them in like so, you now go ahead and make a stitch from this point. Make a stitch from the midpoint here all the way to this point. After making that stitch, we come over to this end and do the same thing. We'll just put it inside the band, place it inside the band like so, and we'll do it all the way to the end of this. All right, once we do it, we'll get the same thing we have gotten on this end. So let's quickly do that. So guys, I am done attaching the band to the bonnet, as you can see, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is the part where we went up by 3.5 inches and went in by 3 inches. Okay, so it's basically serving like an opening, all right, for this, where both bands can actually meet, and then you make your bow or whatever it is you want to make. So this is basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.